Well said. Well said. Now, if you don't know it, I already covered the whole Windrush generation problems in the UK. Look on the channel. Actually, I will attach it at the end of this video so you can see what I said about that before. If you missed it, just look on the channel under. The video is called "They Did Not Think or They Never Thought This Day Would Come." Now, someone sent me this morning, and I thought to myself, rather interesting. Because what it is, what's today's date, babe? Today is the 17th of April. So you see, when time Andrew Holness get this news in Jamaica, guess what he did? He hopped on a plane and he went over to England, and here he is sitting, looping up, big up to Loop. Here he is sitting with the now English Prime Minister, or Britain's Prime Minister, Theresa May. This is Andrew Holness as they speak at a meeting at 10 Downing Street, London, Tuesday, April 17th, 2018. I can't imagine anything else but Andrew Holness reach over there and say, look here, hello, check this out. First of all, we're not sending back mad deportees already. We're taking them by the plane load and the boat load, right? How you going to send back Windrush generation people too? How we are trying to little Jamaica? You're really trying to displace and destabilize us. This is not going to work. You have to find a solution. And with that and this brother in Parliament that just spoke up, and the outcry of many that have been protesting out in the streets and on social media, we received an apology this morning. Now, y'all know how I feel about the whole apology thing. Because black people, these people always feel like, and when I say these people, I'm talking about anybody that's outside of black people, always feel like black people can take boof, buff, koof, cuff, quef, and the only thing they need to do is apologize. If it get too bad, they might cut a check. And it all goes away. Now, like this brother said, explain how many have already been deported though. Are you going to bring those people back and give them their rights? Are you going to give them all the things you took away from them? All the things that you took away you need to make up for? How many of these people have been detained and been sitting in these detention centers waiting to be deported? How many of these people have been denied rights to their health care in failing health? At critical times when they actually needed it, you denied it to them because they weren't able to prove what you suddenly wanted them to prove. How many of these people have lost their housing, lost their flat, and had to go catch up with family members and friends? How many of these people? And what are you going to do about that? We understand the big apology, right? But what are you going to do about that? This says British Prime Minister Theresa, and pardon me for the noise, it might be loud in the video. We're in a hotel, we're traveling, and we don't know what's going on out there, so, but I'm not going to stop this video for it. Prime Minister Minister Theresa May, has personally apologized for the treatment of long-term UK residents from the Caribbean who have been asked to prove their right to stay in the country or face deportation. Very important point. Andrew Holness is sitting here as a representation of the Caribbean, but we are only one country inside of the Caribbean, because this affected Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, Guyana, Antigua, Barbuda, the whole of them. And I met all these people when I was there in England, right? From all walks of Caribbean life, they were there. This affected all of us. So, him sitting here is not saying it affected only Jamaicans. Another thing that's very important to know, what they were doing, it wasn't only the Windrush generation they were ready to deport. They were getting ready to deport their children as well. Children came over on their parents' passport. They didn't need a passport back then. So these children traveled undocumented and were not documented or required to prove documentation through documentation the whole time they had been there. They were thought to be British citizens, right? Now, I've done a video where I said, me, I would have been leery and scary from the get-go, because just knowing that I was not born there, me no want nobody tell me about me a British citizen. I'm still gonna go get the proper paperwork in place. That means I must have a British passport in hand to say I am a British citizen, right? Or some form of government ID that says legally I'm a citizen. On their part, they never did that, but they never did that because they were fooled or told that that was not required. Those children were in jeopardy of being deported as well. The plight of legal residents wrongly identified as living in Britain illegally has erupted as the country hosts leaders from the 53-nation Commonwealth of the UK and its former colonies. I want to know, sir, we're not no former colonies, nothing. We're still the colonies. May met with the Caribbean leaders envoy Tuesday and told them that we're genuinely sorry for any anxiety that has been caused. People who came to Britain after World War II are known as the Windrush generation, and after the ship empire, blah, blah, blah. May said the generation helped to build the country that we are today. Yes, but me want to hear the rest of what May said. Did May also say that she's going to fix everything and make everything right, and these people don't have nothing to worry about? That's what I want to hear. And then I want to see them speedily go through the process of documenting each one of these individuals properly without trying to deport any of them. That's how me want to say. Because you know, these people can apologize to you and say, oh, you helped to build the great nation we have, but sorry, you still have to go. Now is a time when all the leaders of the Commonwealth, 53 nations, are there in, and former colonies are there. So she can talk this big talk now like politicians always do, right? But what we want to see is action. Reinstate people's health care. Give people back their flats to live in, their proper home. Give people back all the rights that came with their citizenship that you took away from them wrongfully, that you're apologizing for. And take those people out of detention that are in detention. Those that you detained and deported already, bring them back now to where they know as home. Right now, like tomorrow. That's what we want to see. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Let me hear what you think about this one. It's SouFLoTV, man. I'm up out of here. Peace.